Today's daf is Masechtas Nazir Daf Memches. We are exactly 10 lines from the bottom, 11 lines from the bottom, the third word on the line. There's a dot there. The Gemara says Ad Kan Li Pligi. So the Gemara is going to discuss now what's in the Makar, the heter to Mitamet HaMeis mitzvah, to someone that's also Mitamet HaMeis. Zok the Heilig Gemara. Ad Kan Li Pligi. There's no machlekes over Lez and Chacham we had in the Mishnah. Only Elam Kohen Gadol and Nazir Kikaz about that. Only when they're going together. They're walking together, and the shaila is who should, and they approach a meis mitzvah together. The shaila is who should mitame, whose kedusha level is higher or lower. If they each going by themselves, it's pashut that they're all mitame to meis mitzvah. Zok the Gemara Mila. How do you know this? Tanu Rabbanan learned in a brayso. It says by Kohen Gadol by Yikra Perek Chafal Pasuk Yud Aleph. Al kol nafshes meis lo yavai. It says al kol nafshes meis lo yavai. So by mea akasim medaber. What's the pasuk talking about when it says al kol nafshes lo yavai? It's talking about, and it's asim tam and meis. Iber chaykim. If it's talking about that the not is krivim kal v'chaymer. So it's kal v'chaymer l'chayra. That you can learn out the Kohen Gadol from the Kohen Hedid. The Ma Kohen Hedid Shum Tam L'Kroivim is not Tam L'Chayim. Kohen Gadol Shem Tam L'Kroivim. It's Pashut is not Tam L'Chayim. So Eli, you're going to tell me that what the pasuk's talking about Konash Shmis L'Yavai. The Kroivim Akasim Davar. That Dafka must be talking about the La'aviv is not allowed to be Tam. Tam L'Meis Mitzvah. However, to Meis Mitzvah, a Kohen Gadol is allowed to be Tam. That's the drasha. Zok the Gemara right. The Gemara wants to know. It says in this pasuk, it says by Kohen Gadol, Al kol nafshes meis la'yavai, la'aviv u'li'imay le'itamas. La'aviv we just said daf la'aviv is not he's not allowed to be tamas, but allowed to be tamas. So what about le'imay? What's the pasuk telling you le'imay? It's like Gemara about le'imay. The Gezer Shabbos coming to the Gezer Shabbos because the Rebbe Darshans the Tani will learn the Rebbe. So Rebbe Omer Gabi Nazir. Rebbe says that Gabi Nazir. It says on the paragraph pasuk Zayin. Kol Yemei Hazira Lashem on Nefesh Meis Layavai. All those days that is a Nazir Lashem on Nefesh Meis Layavai La'avilim La'achav La'chois Le'Tamala B'Moisam. So Zok the Gemara that L'Choy already says on Nefesh Meis Layavai. So already learned that there's Isim Tam to Meis Nazir. So, what's the pasuk telling you? B'moisam. What does it say? Well, why is it the pasuk Fiyros say l'tamal b'moisam? It's like tomorrow, but moisam darshans Rebbe ein mitame al mitamahu nigam ulzivasam. He's only now mitame to his parents. Mitame tumas meis b'moisam. Mitamahu nigam ulzivasam. If the person's a mitzayra or a zav. Then a nazir is mutim tame. The whole isser of a nazir tame is only dafka on tumas meis. Frekti Gemara ve'einli ela ben nazir. You only know the makar of a heter tumas mitzayra and zav only by nazir. Kohen Gadol minayin. How do we know that also Kohen Gadol is mutter in this tuma? Amarta zakti Gemara lo yoymar im Kohen Gadol, because I could tell you. It shouldn't say even Kohen Gadol. Torah didn't have to tell me the word even Kohen Gadol. She'ein Talmud loymar, because even if it wouldn't say it, you wouldn't have to tell me there's isser. Tell me the isser tumah le'imay shaharei kal v'chomer. It's kal v'chomer. U'ma b'mokim shekohen hedit mitame la'achiv me'aviv. Madach, in a place where the Torah was makel that a kohen hedit could be mitame to his brother from his father's side, and Mechahai Gavna Kohen Gadol is more chomer because in Kohen Gadol Achiv Ma'aviv is not allowed to be mitame. La'aviv, even just his own father's not mitame. So Makam She'ein Kohen Hedit mitame la'achim l'imay. So in a place where Kohen Hedit cannot be mitame to his brother from his mother's side, because a Kohen Hedit is asim mitame to achim mina'im. Einidin she'ein Kohen Gadol mitame l'imay. So it's pasha that a Kohen Gadol can be mitame to his mother. So we wouldn't need a pasuk to tell you that. Zok the Gemara im zachisa me'adin. If you would learn ataka this din from a kal v'chomer, idea kal v'chomer, that a kohen gadol is also time with his mother. So he was a shver matam loy me'imai. So why does the pasuk tell you li'imai? La'av li'imai. Pasuk fear zois. Pasuk says kol nafesh meis li'av la'av li'imai tama. Why does the Torah tell it to you? Zak the Gemara. Rather, I'll tell you that bekoyin gadol mufna. This word is this word. The word ima, it says bekoyin gadol is taka extra to teach you a new drasha, and lahakash v'ladan imenu gezer shava, and it's only coming to tell you ima to make a drasha gezer shava out of it, because never even nazir. It says by nazir ima. It says la'avil ima la'achav la'achois loy tamal b'moisam. The nemar ima bekoyin gadol, and it says even koyin gadol avil ima tamal. We dash on my email over Nazir, but most of the time lo nigam uzvasam afi mar mekayin gadol, but most of the time but you time lo nigam uzvasam. So that's why we know kayin gadol. There shava Nazir has the same halacha that tami la'aviv and le'imay. Zak the Gemara weiter. So now the Gemara will go back to discuss how do we this that we say how do we know that a Nazir is Mutter to Metamet HaMesivit. So Ashkechan Kain Gadol. We find the Makar that Kain Gadol is allowed in Metamet HaMesivit. So a Nazir Minol. And how do we know that a Nazir allowed in Metamet HaMesivit? So Gemara, the time we learned in a Brisa, it says in the pasuk, I'm doing a parak vav pasuk vav. Kol yimei azir l'Hashem al never shmois lo yavai. So without the pasuk saying the pasuk says never shmois lo yavai. So without the pasuk saying the word mace. Could have just said, Kol yimei azir Hashem, al nefesh lo yavai. So Shemei Ani would see from the passage of the pasuk, I feel a nefesh behema b'mashma. Even a nefesh behema that dies b'mashma is not like b'tami. Kinin shenemar mak nefesh behema. Like it says, mak nefesh behema. So you see, nefesh is referring to behema. Even behema is called a nefesh. Talmud Loimer, the pasuk tells you, al nefesh meis lo yavai. Zok the Gemara, Talmud Loimar, it's coming to al nefesh meis lo yavai to darshan that benefesh adam akasim medaber. A dafka, a person is called, when it says nefesh, it's only referring to a nefesh adam, a person. But a nazir is allowed to be tamid to a animal that dies, a behemoth that dies, it's fine, it can be tamid. B'shmal says, no, ain't it tzarech. We don't need a drasha of nefesh meis, the might behemoth that dies, because harehu oimer, it says in the pasuk, Lo yavai. It says on nefesh meis lo yavai. So we dash from lo yavai. Banafashas hamatame bebia. Hamatame is bebia. It's talking about the ones that are hamatame bebia when you go into oil together with them. Akasam medaber. And dafka adam's tam ba'oil. If you walk into oil when there's a tummy mace there, but a behema it's not hamatame ba'oil. And so therefore we learn out that a nazir is not Asr to mitame to a behemoth, so we know that. Zakta Brayse weiter that this that it says la'av imi la'achav la'achoisel itam le'memois, and we darsha dafka la'av li'imoi the nazir is eina mitame, is not allowed to mitame too. Al mitame hu l'meis mitzvah, because aviv imoi which says by the Me'aseh Tumah is extra because it already says Lo Yava al Nefesh Meis. And we darshan, so therefore we darshan the Dafka Lav Imoy is a motive Tame. So that's the Gemara is coming out. The drasha to matter a nazir to Tame the mitzvah you learn out from Lav Imoy because it's extra words, because technically you learn it out from, and the Mefarshim speak out, it's really just la'aviv, li'ima is another drasha, but because technically you don't need the words, they're extra because it says already la'yave al nefesh meis la'yave. Zok the Gemara. So actually yoymar. So the Gemara wants to know now why can't you learn out the heter and nozik tam to mitzvah from kal v'chomer. Zok the Gemara. Actually yoymar. Even if it would not say la'av l'imay, yeshli b'din, maybe you have a possibility to learn out of kal v'chomer and say ma kohen gadol sh'shasi kedushas olam. A malach a kohen gadol is kedushas olam for his whole life. Mitame l'meis mitzvah. Malach Kohen Gadol, where he is his kedushas for his whole life. Metamis mitzvah, he's letting metamis mitzvah like we dashed before. Nazir shen kedushas olam. Rather, it's only until he's Messiah and is Nazirus. There's a limit on it. Ain't a digit metamis mitzvah. Chayes kavul chomer is metamis mitzvah. It's like the moral law. You can't learn of kavul chomer because I can match the kavul chomer and tell you Marta b'Kohen Gadol that he's mutter metamis mitzvah because the Torah is makel in him. The Torah was makel on a Kohen Gadol because he does not bring a korban on his tumah. Toibar ben Nazir. I'll tell you about Nazir that it's mutter metamis mitzvah. And means you can't tell me maybe it has the same halacha. You can't. It's not a kavul which maybe karma tomasa because maybe a nazir is more chamer because you see there's a chumrah that he brings a carbon on his tumah. Zaktin Gemara, maybe you'll say hoyol maybe karma al tomasa lo yitamel mismitzvah. Maybe for that reason you should not yitamel mismitzvah and you can't learn kohen gadol tamad loymar. So that's why you need to have a separate limit for the Nazir, the Darshan la'av limit tamal metamal mitzvah, like we said. Zok the Gemara weiter. Oy, maybe I'll darshan from the extra yiter of la'av limit by a Nazir. A different Rasha. I'll tell you that ain't metamai la'av limit. Maybe he's dafkan ametam la'av limit because he's mitzayir on them a lot, and he's mizalzel in his kedushas nazirus. But maybe other mason are not from a shiva craving. Maybe he's allowed to be mitame to them because he doesn't feel so sad when he doesn't have so much star when it's other people. So it's not a raya that maybe he can mitame mitzvah. Maybe lo mitzvah he can be mitame to. So Gemara no. Amarta kal v'chomer. I said that you can learn from kal v'chomer that the nazir is not metame to rechokim. Why? Because a ma kohen head is metame the kroiv minim tam sham besim. A kohen head is metame the kroiv minim tam sham besim. Nazir she'enim metame the kroivim. Ain't it din that he can't be metame to shar mesim. So avadi cannot be make on the nazir more than a kohen head. If Mil is not, he's not allowed to metame shar mesim, and it doesn't pass such a kal v'chomer. So that's the bottom line. You have the drush of to matter mitzvah for a nazir. Even if you wouldn't tell me that a nazir is awesome tamer to aviv yeshli bedin, maybe I could learn this halacha binyanav because never close b'kohen gadol. It says klalis. By Kohen Gadol, Vayikra Perach Alf, Pasuk Yud Alf says, "Vakol Nafesh Shmeis Lo Yavi." The never close, but Nazir, and it says by Nazir Perach Vav, Vayikra Perach Vav, by Midr Perach Vav, Pasuk Vav, Nafesh Shmeis Lo Yavi. So both of them it says that the Asim Tame two in general to Mason. So maybe learn one out from another and say Ma Klos Amos by Kohen Gadol is includes its koilo also kroivim and we darshan la'avin mitam mitzvah. Av Klos Amos by Nazir. You also say that these asir to mitam kroivim and the word la'av is telling you any la'avin mitam mitzvah. So actually I made a mistake. What the Gemara's actually yama here is actually not a kasha. The Gemara is fakir. The Gemara is bringing a raya. And the Gemara is saying, since it's clear that a nazir is also in times to crave him, so the chayr, the word, because you have this whole thing that you can learn out, bininav, the close by a nazir from a kohen gadol is also in time with his father. So al karch, the word la'aviv is extra. That's telling you la'aviv in time of the mitzvah. Okay, zok the Gemara weiter. Maybe I can learn from the bininav like this. Zok the Gemara klach l'derech zu. Learning another oifin. It says nemru klalois lashon klali b'koyin hedit. It says vayikra perach aval pasuk al nefesh leitami ba'amov. And nemru klalos but nazir. And it says klalos but nazir. Middle perach vav pasuk vav nefesh meis le'yavai. So you'll learn that ma klalos amurs b'koyin hedit is not also legamri. Rather can b'tamim la'avim and l'shar kroivim. Af klalos amurs but nazir. Maybe he'll only be asar rechoikim. But is allowed to mitam la'aviv. Talmud loyma, the pasuk has to tell you la'aviv li'imoi loyitama, that he's awesome time to crave him, but l'meis mitzvah he's allowed to mitam. Okay. Correcting Gemara, hami baya le loyma she'im mitam la'aviv. L'chayr we need this pasuk Lafi, we just said the oiklach l'derech zu. We need the pasuk to tell me that he's not allowed to tam la'aviv. So I could learn out that he is allowed to tam la'mis mitzvah. Mechtesim b'dak that. So the Gemara el la'aviv lo yimar she'im tam la'aviv. This it says la'aviv. Okay, it's Taka telling you that he's not allowed to tam la'aviv or to shar kroivim. So what does it say in the pasuk also imay achiv and achaysai? So the Gemara, it's coming to tell you drasha la'achiv tell you any mitame. Ha l'meis mitzvah mitame, but the meis mitzvah is not mitame. Uli imay, the word li imay. The Gezer Shava look at the Rebbe. He's coming to tell you Gezer Shava Rebbe. The Rebbe said before that from Chesem and Aleph to learn out a kohen gadol is allowed to mitame to a mitzvah and a zav. With Gezer Shava imay. That's what Rebbe said before. Well, Achos is coming to tell you because the Tanya. Like we learned in the Brisa. The Brisa says the Tanya la Achosay matam alay. Why does it have to say la Achosay over here? Reisha halach lishchayis pescha. If a Yisrael was going to shecht his Karim Pesach, the Brisa is not talking about a kohen gadol or a nazir, rather Yisrael, or he went to Yimal a son, as I state in Taisus. And he heard that one of his relatives died, one of his kriyim. So Yachol Yitame, I might think he should be tamed to his karev, and he should be misasek in the kvura, and he should not be makar of Karim Pesach, and he won't be able to be makar of Karim Pesach anymore because he'll be tame, and also he won't have time to be Malas son, and he won't be able to be Mekayim Mitzvahs Mila Bizmano. So Yachol Yitam, I might think he should be Mitam in Mace rather. Amrit Lo Yitam, so the pasuk's telling you Lo Yitam. He should not be Mitam in Mace because Bila and Pesach al Chamer, because if one that's Mevatel them, there is Karis. And an essay of Thomas Craven, which does not have Karis, is not going to be Matcha an essay that's Chamer like Milan Karim Pesach, which have Karis. Zogt the Gemara. So Amrit Lo Yitam. Yachol Lo Yitam L'Mis Mitzvah. I might think even if Pagea, if he bumps into Mis Mitzvah and he's on his way Lashchayis Pischai or Lamos Benoi, he should not be Mitam. Lo Yitam L'Achoisoi. So the extra word L'Achoisoi is telling you that Dafka L'Achoisoi the Mitam. Dafka's sister is not allowed to Mitam if he's in that situation. Halamis Mitzvah is Mitam, even though he's in Mispapel from the mitzvah of Milah or Karban Pesach. And although Rashi and Taisus say that although the pasuk Lamais is talking about Nazir, so Mechtei said Darshan that somebody's going to Malas Benoi, Lashon Pischai, nothing to do with Nazir Lamais. So because it's not talking any Nazir, because we already see had to Timel Mitzvah from La'achiv, so we dash on La'achoisai in Hoylech Lishchay Espischai or La'mos Benai. That is also not in Talmud Mitzvah. Okay. Zak the Gemara. The Gemara is going to bring other drushes, other shitas to how to dash in. So Kiva says, Nefashais Elo Rechaikin. This said it says Nefashais, it means his distant relatives. And this said it says Meis, Al Nefesh Meis Layavai Elo Akroivim. That a Nazir is not allowed to be to them. And this said it says La'av L'imay is telling to tell you that ain't mitame, but he's allowed to be mitame Meis Mitzvah. La'achiv is coming to tell you Shem Ha'ya Kohen Gadol, when Nazir is a Kohen Gadol, and a Nazir, even though he has two Kedushas, so Dafka La'achiv is mitame Meis Mitzvah. Still he's mitame Meis Mitzvah, even he has two Kedushas. As Dr. Gemara, Rabbi Kiva says, La Choysa is coming to tell you Kedetanya, and he's Pagab Meis Mitzvah. Halacha is he's Metamet in the Meis Mitzvah, even though he's going to be Spatel from Mrs. Karim Mila, Karim Pesach or Mila. Frakti Gemara, Rabbi Kiva Gezer Shava. What's the Gezer Shava? Le'imai by Kohen Gadol from Nazir. The Rebbe, what does it do with that? Rebbe learns that being mater Kohen Gadol and down with Torah and Azav, like a Nazir, so Menale, what is learning out from? Zok the Gemara, because the Chayr already he's using La'av L'imay to tell you that Einim Tam Mis Mitzvah. Torah already explains that you need to learn out both la'aviv and li'imoy. It's not pshat you can say learn at la'aviv, and li'imoy is still extra for Rebbe's drasha. Ayin toises. So after the Gemara, where does Rebbe Kiva going to learn out the Rebbe's drasha of imay by Kain Gadol? There's a lot of time mutter Tara the B'tzar is like a Nazir. Amar Allah, Rebbe Kiva is going to tell you, came into Mar, since Rebbe Kiva said him how you Kain Gadol of a Nazir, even if he has two kedusha of a Kain Gadol and a Nazir, he learns out from La'achiv that La'achiv in the time l'meis mitzvah. So Mali Kain Gadol l'chudei, Mali Nazir Kain Gadol. Why is it different if it's a Kain Gadol l'chudei or he's a Nazir and a Kain Gadol? It's a kolshkin that is mutter to when he's a Kain Gadol itself, that he's allowed to be metame. So meaning to say, he's saying that by a Kain Gadol, you're not going to need to have a pasuk to tell you that he's allowed to be metame meis mitzvah, because Rebbe Kiva is saying you have a drasha to tell you over here that even if he's a Nazir and a Kain Gadol is allowed to be metame meis mitzvah. So for sure, a plain Kain Gadol, if it's just a Kain Gadol, allowed to be metame meis mitzvah. So the words la'av and li'imoy that are written by Kain Gadol, which you might think of telling you is much of meis mitzvah, is extra. So Zakti Gemara, it's coming to dashin that it's extra to come to tell you imay yigzer shava from Kain Gadol to Nazir. Frakti Gemara B'Shmol that learns out from La'achiv that a Nazir is mutter meis mitzvah. So it was like Kain Gadol v'hu Nazir that has two kedushas minale. How's he going to learn it out from? How's he going to learn it? Mutter mitzvah mitzvah. Says Zakti Gemara came to Shar Rachmana Chad Lav Gav meis mitzvah. Since the Torah is matir one lav, the lav of Nazir and the lav of Kain Gadol, legabi meis mitzvah. So it was a mali chad lav, mali trin lav. And what's the difference if he's over on one lav, if he's over on two lav, and if he's in Kain Gadol and he's a Nazir? Once the Torah is matter one, it's a svara that you can matter both. Frakti Gemara, if it's taka no difference between one lav and two lav, so achaysay lamali. So then what do we need to have a chaysay to tell me that you can vatol from a pischay or milas benoi? If we know that it can be if you're going to tell me that once is the heter, pshat is always a heter, then why does the Torah have to tell you extra pasuk that even can be spouted from pischay milas benoi? And for the Gemara, I might have thought kishar rachmana that this is the Torah's matam meis mitzvah. It's dafka Nazir v'koyin. The isur lavihu, because their tumah is the isur lav. Al milu pesach the kares, which is a chiv kares. I might is welcome to say leitam leis mitzvah. You should not be tam leis mitzvah. Rather, you should be asking mitzvahs milu pesach. Kamash al chaysay that also pesach and milu, which is very chomer, is also nitcha because of meis mitzvah.